So guys, it's day 2 of our Dhanushkodi ride, and as you can see, I am on my way to Dhanushkodi, another 13 odd kilometers. It's one single straight road. My group has already left. I just wanted to, vlog and come, so I just thought that I start a bit late. But we have a lot of sand on both sides of the road. But unfortunately, I don't think so there's any sunrise today. We have come early in the morning to actually check out the sunrise, but unfortunately there are a lot of clouds, and the possibility of viewing the sunrise is bare minimum. But this is an epic road. I mean, it's just one single straight road for kilometers and kilometers and kilometers. Just too good. But you know what? There's very low flying birds from left to right, which is kind of dangerous. It might just hit you on your face or the bike, and have to be a bit cautious. But just so too good. So it says around 10 odd kilometers to Dhanushkodi. They have kept these barriers so that people don't overspeed, I believe. And if you go a bit late, they don't even allow you till the last point. So there's a temple there. We should check that out, I guess, once we're on our way back. Oh, I need to fix my sim pack. Is kind of getting loose when we go on a rough patch, to probably add another, tighten the screws maybe. I'll check that once I get back to the hotel. Oh, this is just lovely. Luckily the roads are really done up well here, so there's no issues on that part. Okay, now there's a lot of sand on both sides of the road. Again, just too good. Maybe we come and try out the sand in a bit, try to ride our bikes on it. I've not done it a lot, but I would definitely try to have some fun today. Seven more minutes. Yeah, I knew we'd not be able to view the sunrise today. I just looked at the beach, which is visible from our room. At least kind of it, like maybe 10% is visible, and it was very, very cloudy, so which is why I thought that it's best to start a bit late and do the vlog. Because once when you're riding a group, it kind of gets a bit tedious to do a vlog, because you might have to stop and start immediately. But once you're riding alone, it's much more easier. Whoa, crosswind. A lot of crosswind at this section of the road. I think these are the villages where they make fishes. They cook fish for you if you want to have some. Yeah, I can see Mr. Fish. So I've seen a lot of YouTubers having fish here. Apparently it's good, so I'm not sure if I'll be having any, but you do have options. So back in the days, there was a village as well here, which was wiped away by the hurricane, and now it's more or less called as the ghost village. But yeah, there were people residing here. Oh, that's the sea there. Oh, this is much more calmer. I think so. We have both sides of the sea. So I think so. One side is the Bay of Bengal, and the other is the Indian Ocean. Majestic, huh? Just too good. And I'm so happy today to come to Dhanushkodi. It's been a dream. I don't know. I have tears in my eyes. It's a saying, right? If God wishes, it happens. So I've been planning for this ride for, I don't know, years. It's been easily 7-8 years, and I just couldn't come. And today I am. That's the lighthouse of Dhanushkodi. It's simply superb. Just too good, yeah. I mean, what do I want more from this ride? I'm not sure if I'll be able to come again to this particular place in this trip, but let's see. You never know. We might just come for the sunset. But apparently there are other beaches as well for the sunset view, and maybe we can try those out as well. But yeah, I hope my camera is capturing content. Yeah, it is. So, wow, it just goes for miles, huh? This road. I have not left the throttle at all. From the point I started, it's just on and on and on and on and on. Crazy. Just crazy. We have few more shops here, maybe again fish shops or fish restaurants, which are still not yet open. It's pretty early. It's just 6:11 a.m. So yeah, I guess if you come towards lunch or later, you would be able to have food. Kind of slow down here a bit. Okay, so this is the lighthouse, I guess, and then we can still go. Oh, whoa! The tires just moved a bit, and not so much. But yeah, you have to be a bit careful because it's sand, and sand doesn't play that well with tires, does it? All right, so moving ahead to the last piece of land. I don't know how much further I can go, maybe another few kilometers. A section of the land bit which is left of Dhanushkodi, and you can see the sea water is entering on the road as well. Rough seas probably on the right hand side, but the Bay of Bengal is quite calm. That's so weird to see, but simply magnificent, right? Or simply superb. Just too good, yeah. Just too good.
as you can see, we just wanted to experience the beach, ride on the beach, and it is the bike is kind of stuck, but yeah, I can remove it. We'll have to remove the traction and then probably go ahead. Everybody's going to try a hand on riding the bike on the beach. It's gonna be fun. So had a bit of an adventure on sand. I've kept the bike on off-road mode. Seems to be okay. But yeah, as you can see, there's no traction, so already Harley Davidson ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ಬರ್ತಾರೆ.
Welcome back to my channel, and we are headed back to Bengaluru, and we wanted to start by 5:45, but we did get a bit delayed because we're a large group, so some or the other person tends to get a bit late, and then we all kind of have to work around that timing. So the plan is to first was to fuel up. Of course, we did that. Now we are headed towards the breakfast place, which is around an hour and 33 minutes. We'll have a breakfast, and in a similar manner, we will be taking multiple breaks before we reach Bangalore. The weather seems to be very clear today, but I'm not sure if it's going to be the same way once we approach or get a bit closer to Bangalore, because Bangalore apparently is raining. So yeah, so we will be crossing Pamban Bridge again today, because that's the only way out from Rameshwaram towards Bangalore. So yeah, this road particularly is not that great. It has certain potholes everywhere, which is why we are maintaining an okay speed, not too fast. But once we get the main highway, it gets much better. Yeah, so the boots have been very comfortable. It is just that when you're changing the gear, I need to get used to the depth of the shoes and the width of the shoes and the height of the shoes, because that really matters when you're shifting up or down. Well, down is much more easier than up, because then you just place your foot on it. But when you're changing from lower gear to a higher gear, that's when you need to have total control of how your boot works. But not so complicated as such. It's just that you need to get used to the boot, and once you're done with that, you should be fine. There's one thing which I observed in Rameshwaram is there's a lot of dogs and a lot of cows everywhere, and the roads are very, very, very narrow for public traffic to move around. There are huge buses in such small, narrow roads. This is at least much better, but the place where we were staying, it was crazy, because the temple was just a 6 minutes walk, and we literally couldn't even walk there much because of the mud. There's so much of dust. It's quite difficult to even walk in that area. But about the temple visit, it was very, very nice. I mean, initially we had the 4 gates, north, south, east and west. So what we did is we entered from the south and went towards the north, where we got the 22 wells. The 22 wells, and there what happens is they basically pour water from that well onto you, and then you got to also drink a bit of that water, which is like basically a prasadam types. So once you are done with that is when you head to the darshan. So the darshan is basically an east entrance, so you have to walk out of the temple and then get back into the temple from the east entrance, finish the darshan, and then get out of the east entrance again. So it's a bit complicated at first to understand the whole system, but then it makes sense. It's basically how the Vastu is used, right, for building a temple. It's on that basis. But yeah, we had an amazing darshan, and then we went to Rampad, which is a small hill where maybe around 40-50 steps. That again had a historical explanation as to why the temple was built. So apparently Ram was there. From that point, he actually saw Sri Lanka back in the day, and Hanuman basically went, recceed Sri Lanka, came back to India, that is in Rameshwaram, to that particular point, and gave him the information that Sita Mata is in Sri Lanka. And that's where Ramji decided, okay, we need to go and build the bridge at Dhanushkodi. So yeah, a lot of historical information I just gained. I wasn't aware of that, but when I did a bit of research, I got to know about it. And now you can see we are entering the Pamban Bridge, which we did, which we actually took a train ride from Mandapam station from the opposite direction towards Rameshwaram. It was a good experience, and today we will be able to view the bridge during daylight, because the time when we came, the first day it was pretty dark and we couldn't really see anything much, right? So this is where the famous Pamban Bridge is, and I've heard that they're going to destroy the old one. I don't know when, but that's the plan they have. So that's the Pamban Bridge there, and if you see below there, I have a video which I'll put on the channel on this particular vlog, where I will show you the old Pamban Bridge, and there are so many boats on the left hand side of this bridge. So yeah, we are now just 10 minutes away from the breakfast place. The roads have been quite boring till now. This straight roads, you know. Well, it's good for us because there's no potholes, but it kind of makes me sleepy, and I'm very sleepy. Good thing we have got a break in 10 minutes where we can have some coffee and breakfast and maybe some water as well. Much needed break for me at least. I tend to get sleepy. I don't know, maybe we have lack of sleep as well in this trip. But as you can see, the road has been fantastic. I mean, this highway is supremely nice. So you can just keep riding on and on and on if your seats are good enough. But of course, you get to enjoy the highway with some crazy landscape as well. So we'll be heading to the breakfast point, have breakfast, and then continue. So I'll keep you updated on the next location. So we just finished with breakfast. It was pretty good. And now we have another hour, close to an hour to ride for the next stop, which is going to be a fuel break. So we all fuel up our tanks again, and we then head towards the next stop. I think it's a good idea to have the map set to these shorter stops, because in that case what happens is we don't really get too tensed about the actual distance which we need to travel. And that's very logical in my it's very logical is what I feel, because your mind basically plays a lot of games when you're riding, right? So now I know I have to ride for another 54 minutes, so my mind is set for that. It's not actually thinking about the remaining 300 or 350 or 400 odd kilometers, right? So it's all mind game, I believe, when you're riding a bike for a whole day. It's how you position your mind, in what sense you're going to think about the entirety of the ride. So it's a good idea to, you know, put these stops on your map, and if you have a device like this, then it's just perfect, right? Because you really have no hard work involved in taking out your phone or putting a mount, mounting your phone, charging it. And again, if you mount a phone, they say the camera gets or the lens gets spoiled. So not a good idea to have a phone, though I was using a phone all this while. But it's best if you could invest maybe a small amount where you could just get a device such like this one, and it really helps you saddle up and, you know, ride all day. So it's clear weather as of now. I don't see any dark clouds. Seems to be all right. But as and when we get closer to Bangalore, I guess it might give us some surprises. idiot bus guy, he just took a left. For no reason, he just took a left, and he just, I don't know for what reason he did that, but idiots like this is what cause accidents. So yeah, we are approaching a toll gate. So there are a few toll gates on this road, and if you're coming by car, be ready to shell out at least maybe 500 to 1,000 bucks, because I have seen at least 6 to 7 toll gates, if not more, on this road. So this is Tirupati Toll Plaza. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing this name of this particular town and toll. So I have around 4 riders with me, and this is my group, a smaller partition of the entire group. So we just actually finished our breakfast earlier than the rest of the gang, so we just felt we'll keep our ride, we continue our ride so that we reach the next spot as soon as possible and not stress about it later on, because we're going to face a lot of traffic when we are close towards Hosur. So we want to avoid that as much as possible and reach Bangalore at the earliest hours, right? So hi everyone, so this is the last bit of our epic ride to Dhanushkodi. So now I'm going towards Krishnagiri, and it's kind of getting dark, so I thought I will end my vlog here. And it seems to be a jam in this place for no reason, just because of some mere stupidity of few people. But yeah, the ride was really good. We had some really good experience riding to Dhanushkodi, and what I'll be doing is I'll be going back home tonight happy, and in a few days, maybe 2 to 3 days, I will get the vlog on YouTube so that you all have a view of what I did with my set of friends at Dhanushkodi this week. Thank you all for watching my videos, and if you're not subscribed yet, please do subscribe, and I'm sure to put such content frequently. But yeah, thank you all. Keep riding, stay safe, and I'll see you on the next one.